Thank you for joining us for Avanzando's 5-year anniversary and the celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. I am Jessica Sanchez, Avanzando's board chair. I am also a neighborhood business development specialist with Department of City Development. This year, I am too celebrating 5 years with the city of Milwaukee. From the first week as an employee with the city, I was introduced to Avanzando, the employee resource group for Hispanic and Latinx employees. After learning about Avanzando's mission, which is to promote the advancement of the Hispanic and Latinx community, working at the city of Milwaukee by providing personal and professional development opportunities that attract, engage, and retain employees. I knew right away I wanted to be a part of Avanzando. Avanzando started as a grassroots effort with 32 members, and it has grown to 134 members to date. I know we have more Latinos in the city, so don't forget to sign up. We are very fortunate to have a Latino employee resource group that focuses on the advancement of Latino City of Milwaukee employees while simultaneously contributing to the City of Milwaukee's social fabric. Avanzando has maintained a constant presence in the city, attending community events such as river cleanups, community parades, advocating for bilingual employees throughout the city departments, and of course, we can't forget our Christmas toy drives. Avanzando is also the first employee resource group with the city of Milwaukee. I want to thank the dedicated current and past board members of Avanzando. Without them, we could have not had these amazing events and programming that we bring to our members throughout these past 5 years. I want to highlight one specific member, Common Council President Jose Perez, who was one of the founding pioneers who has been present since its initiation. Without further ado, please help me in welcoming Common Council President Jose Perez.
Thank you. Buenos días. Felicidades Avanzando, 5 años. Cumpleaños feliz. No, I'm kidding. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you today. I am joined by Alderwoman Jocasta Samaripa, 8th District Alderwoman, and we are very proud to represent our part of the ERG on the Common Council. We are extremely proud of that. And let's celebrate today. City Hall is coming up on 128 years old. It has seen an awful lot in that time. A lot of different people, a lot of different languages. Each of these groups has stood up proudly and taken their place in American history. This moment is for us. Take a moment, pause, hear all the beautiful noise, the color, the motion of our shared Hispanic heritage. And this heritage is very big, a large, colorful tent. It encompasses all our indigenous populations as well as the rich tie to the people in the continent of Africa. It is too easy to take it all for granted. Once hearing our language in the workplace was frowned on or thought strange, in some cases even suspicious. Not long ago, there were only a handful of brave organizers and organizations taking up the social and political causes that matter so much to all of us. And it was only 5 years ago, 5 años, that our own Avanzando began. It has become a great resource, creating networking opportunities and supportive events to our Hispanic employees, and know how much they are doing for this city. So you need to know how much they do, how important they are, and how much that their voice matters. So let's give it up for them. Come on. This is a diverse community. There are posters decorating City Hall, listening to the peoples that join us in celebration, our Mexican, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, Nicaraguan, Colombian, Ecuadorian, Dominican. I better stop or we'll be here all morning or I'll forget someone and I'll be in real trouble. You are all welcome here. We are all welcome here. Again, let me express my gratitude to all who made this event possible and urge you to take this moment to enjoy it, build relationships. This moment is yours. This moment is ours. Thank you so much. I'd like now to welcome to the podium our mayor, Cavalier Johnson.
Gracias, Presidente Pérez. Buenos días a todos. Yo soy Cavalier Johnson, alcalde para la ciudad de Milwaukee. Y felicidades a Avanzando. Thanks so much for having me. I'm Cavalier Johnson, Mayor of the City of Milwaukee. Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated annually in the United States from September 15th on to October 15th. And it honors the history, the culture, the contributions of Hispanic as well as Latino Americans. The start of the celebration marks an important date in the history of several Latin American countries, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, all of which gained their independence on September 15th. Mexico and Chile gained their independence on September 16th and September 18th, respectively. Hispanic Heritage Month also recognizes the influence Hispanic Americans in various areas have made in the arts, in literature, in politics, as we see here, in science, and in sports. It's an ideal time for education about the history of Hispanic communities, particularly their roles in shaping the culture and the society and the history here in the United States of America. The Latino community in Milwaukee is deeply rooted. It's deeply rooted in strong family values and work ethic. Latinos have significantly contributed to Milwaukee's cultural, economic, as well as social fabric. They represent a growing community here in Milwaukee that has played important roles in the city's development and its increasing political influence right here in our city. The community is made up of people of Puerto Rican, Mexican, Dominican, Central American, South American descent as well. It's a community that is both vibrant and a community that is also diverse. It's a community that will continue to greatly influence our city's future. Avanzando is the first employee resource group in the city of Milwaukee. It started with a grassroots effort from 32 members, and now, I know it was mentioned earlier, but we just have to celebrate this. There are over 134 members of Avanzando. That is huge. And growing. So join me today in thanking Avanzando for all their work, everything that they've done to contribute to the community and everything that they do for Milwaukee, not just now, but into the future. And I do as well have a mayoral proclamation that I'd like to read, if you'll indulge me for just a moment. It reads Office of the Mayor, City of Milwaukee, Proclamation. Whereas the City of Milwaukee proudly joins the City of Milwaukee Employee Resource Group, or ERG, Avanzando and community members in recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month through the month of September 2024. And whereas Hispanic Heritage Month is a nationwide effort to share the unique history and inspirational stories of individuals with Hispanic descent throughout the United States. And whereas Hispanic Heritage Month educates the community on the value of diversity, multiculturalism, promotes cultural heritage, and encourages cross-cultural dialogue. And whereas Hispanic Heritage Month brings attention to the vibrant and thriving part of our diverse nation that the Hispanic population represents. And whereas Hispanic Heritage Month celebrates the many generations of Hispanic people who have helped advance our economy, improve our communities, and better our country. And whereas the City of Milwaukee unites with community members and individuals throughout the world in celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and also commends the group Avanzando's 5-year anniversary. And now, therefore, I, Cavalier Johnson, Mayor of the City of Milwaukee, do hereby proclaim September 2024 to be Hispanic Heritage Month throughout the entire city of Milwaukee.
Yes. Awesome.
All right, thank you. And I'll leave it back to these esteemed folks to run us with the next part of the program. Alderwoman Zamarripa.
Gracias, Mayor Johnson. Thank you so much. I'm Alderwoman Jocasta Samarripa, and what an honor it is to be here today. Thank you to Avanzando, the first employee resource group to ever exist here in the city of Milwaukee that instills so much pride in me, and to know that Jose Perez, the very first Latino to serve as our Common Council president here in the city of Milwaukee, helped to found Avanzando, and I think that's so symbolic and so wonderful to be able to boast here today. I want to use this opportunity to tell Milwaukeeans, in particular Latino Milwaukeeans, to consider applying to work at the city. We need to make sure we grow our Latino numbers here in city government, and I know Mayor Johnson already has a wonderful team of Latinos that work in his administration. Jose and I are honored to work with some of the best city workers here in Milwaukee, and many of them are Latinos, and in fact, I want to thank a few of them who helped to make this celebration happen today. Of course, Jessica Sanchez, who leads the effort here with Avanzando from the Department of City Development. Also, Stephanie Samarripa, my cousin, aquí también holding it down in the Department of Neighborhood Services, and Maribel Murillo, who works for President Perez también. They helped us make this celebration happen today, and I wanted to give them a big shout out. Please remember, our Latino community is the fastest growing constituency group across the great state of Wisconsin, and certainly here in Milwaukee. This is our month to share our culture with you, and we're so happy that you would be here to join us. We hope you'll join us again tonight from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Deer District for the Hispanic Collaborative's celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month as well. But with that, I'm going to pass it on to our next speaker. And is Yusef here? Oh, Teresa. No, I'm honored to introduce the Executive Director of Mexican Fiesta, Teresa Mercado.
Muy buenos días tengan todos ustedes. Good morning, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson, our Common Council President Alderman Perez, Alderwoman Jocasta Samarripa, and all those who made this celebration possible, la celebración de nuestra hispanidad. When I received the invitation to speak today about my journey with Mexican Fiesta, as you know, Mexican Fiesta passed about 2 weeks ago. My first thought was, we survived. My second thought was, we did it, we made it. Yes, once again, we succeeded. We broke attendance records with nearly 120,000 people attending Mexican Fiesta in just the 3 days of Mexican Fiesta. Thank you. This reaffirmed the Mexican Fiesta is the largest ethnic festival in our city, in our state, in our country with paid admission. And thank you to everyone that was able to come and support the festival. Mexican Fiesta is much more than a celebration. It is a dynamic culture and business platform that showcases the diversity of our city in both national and international stages, generating an economic impact of over $8 million only in the 3 days of the festival. Thanks to Fiesta and the support and commitment of countless volunteers, more than 3,000 volunteers, community members, and sponsors, we have been able to award more than $2 million in educational scholarships to Hispanic students attending universities and colleges in the state of Wisconsin. We want to retain them. We need to retain the new generation. We need them. We need the future leaders. Mexican Fiesta is more than a festival. It is a living testament to the strength, vitality, and aspiration of our community. Mexican Fiesta, as a proof of this, serving as a vital gathering point where the past and the future of our meet and our community come together, and where the new generations reconnect with their heritage and tradition. We firmly believe that the investment in education is crucial to the success of both our community and our society as a whole. Equally important, however, is our investment in culture education, because our culture is the soul of who we are. Let's continue to keep our cultural heritage alive for future generations by celebrating and investing in our culture while also creating new opportunities for those who come after us. Thank you very much.
And then our last speaker, guest speaker, would be Marcos Garcia Ramos from Fiesta Dominicana.
Good morning, everybody. I'm not just a DJ. I do some other things as well. First of all, my name is Marcos Ramos Garcia. I am born and raised here in Milwaukee, product of MPS, product of UW system. And I call myself a Milwaukee-preneur because I've opened several businesses here in Milwaukee, but also around the world. I do events. So that's one of the things that I do. But Milwaukee is always home and always brings me back here. So just to be here, speaking in front of everybody, being on a panel with individuals such as Yusef Morales and Teresa Mercado, it's truly humbling and an honor to be here. So we did our third annual Fiesta Dominicana this past weekend, coming out of COVID, and we had over 1,200 people there that came out to support. I know a lot of people didn't think that the Dominican community was big and strong here in Milwaukee, but apparently it is. And it showcased that, right? Everybody that was there really saw the camaraderie, the community, and what people were telling me, that it was like a village that came together and really had a great, peaceful time together on a Saturday evening. So I want to thank Milwaukee for coming out and showing out. Thank you, Alderman Perez, for approving that and allowing us to do such a thing in front of my baseball facility, which is kind of what ties me into the Dominican culture, along with dance and other events that I do around the world. Myself, I'm actually of Puerto Rican descent, but my partner in the baseball facility, as well as my partner in some of the events that I do around the world, they're Dominican. So I've had a lot of time to participate and understand and learn and grow and be in the Dominican Republic and see that there's an opportunity here for us to showcase another demographic here in Milwaukee that's continuing to grow and be inclusive of their culture, which is basically what we all try to do with our events and with our city, is be inclusive, expand cultural horizons, whether that's through music, dance, sports. Shouts out to the Milwaukee Brewers for supporting Dominican Fest and sponsoring and being a part. They've been very supportive of the Heavy Hitters baseball facility that we have here in Milwaukee. So thank you guys for being here. And again, thank you, Alderman Perez and Mayor Johnson, for having me. And have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
And so just to close off our event, I would like to invite again Mayor Cavalier Johnson.
All right, well, thank you all so much for attending this celebration of Avanzando's 5th anniversary. There are many, many more years ahead for this very, very important employee resource group. I want to echo the comments made by Alderwoman Zamarripa that in the city of Milwaukee, we are looking for employees, right? We are looking for people who are passionate about our city, are passionate about our neighborhoods, who have a heart for public service, and we encourage all people to make sure you apply and become a part of our family here in the city. But notably, and as you mentioned, the largest growing segment of our constituency are Latinos. And so we really, really encourage Latinos to apply. It doesn't matter if it's in the Department of Public Works. It doesn't matter if it's with our police department, with our fire department. You name it, we want you to be a part of our community, not just a part of our community, but a part of our family here serving the city of Milwaukee. Thank you all so much for coming. And again, to Avanzando, felicidades. Gracias.